right, Cancer. You are not going to allow yourself to feel diminished as you may have before, like, as in, you've put in a lot of effort into something, and sometimes you feel like you are not seeing, that you're not bearing the fruits of your labor, basically. But there is something that changes. Like, I see dynamics changing around you. Something that had always gotten in your way is like being lifted off. Your perception is changing, and you realize that, when you feel this way about yourself, like you feel, I mentioned the word diminished, that does not help your situation. In a way, it manifests, in different ways. And I just see you are a lot more careful about the words that you use, the words that you choose to speak. And this is changing for the better around you. There's something here that you feel very convinced about, and I see that you are becoming a lot sharper with your intuition, a lot sharper and clearer with what you are putting out there. And also, when you talk to people, when you talk to others, you are making sure that things are loud and clear, that you don't need to keep repeating things or saying something and it going over someone's head and not getting done. And they always think that you would seem fine with it, but not anymore. Now it's like you're taking charge, and you're also, something that you started is finishing. I do see this particular thing have been kind of long. It's taken its time, perhaps, or it feels like it's been a long journey. And some of you've been burning the candle at both ends here, but you are about to have some sort of pause, some sort of break and relaxation time for yourself, because you see that actually, the fruits that you thought you weren't bearing are like being churned out now. They're just coming out, being rewarded, and it's like it's a change in your environment. You're seeing and feeling this every day. I get something specific about a whole new wardrobe, changing your wardrobe, something that feels I get, again, this is specific, perhaps outdated. Maybe you feel like your wardrobe is a little bit outdated, or a number of things that you have, and so you're upgrading. That's what I see. Upgrading your wardrobe. Of course, this could be just very specific, but I do also see you looking for some grounding time, being grounded, healing, putting something in the past once and for all, and, no longer even having to have that in your mind anymore. It's been taking up too much space, whatever it is from the past. I see you free from certain chains. You're not allowing yourself to be tied back or tied up in any way. You're letting yourself free, letting go. There's something that I also see, an anniversary coming up. So you feel that the timing couldn't be any better for how the synchronicities are lining up, how things are aligning. And there's some significance to this anniversary of when it is, with everything else that is unfolding, happening for you as well. I do see there's a companion around you, perhaps wants to travel with you, some sort of companionship. That suits you well as well. I do see you've committed to some goal, and you do score. You score a goal, and it's wide and clear. No one can deny this. Something here that you are fully attaining. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. Cancer. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups. Wow. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Woohoo! Very strong in Indeed. You definitely have something that is coming through, a wish fulfillment that is coming through, and it's all been like by design. And there's something here that feels very much like it's by design. Something is very deeply fated here. And as I was talking about, you've been grounding yourself, feeling very well balanced. And that's very, very important, because I do see it's heightening your senses. Something, that you do succeed at is only starting to flourish and develop a lot more. There's a position here that you're very much ready and financially more stable as well. Allowing yourself to feel and think more freely. There's a number of things that you wanted to get done first. Now you can just let your hair down, is what I'm seeing here. But there is a very big, sincere offer. And with the Queen of Swords, I see that all of that is going to be lived out. Something is coming alive. There's some sort of enlightenment happening here with the Queen of Swords. Something that's going to be very straightforward. No playing around, no nonsense. 7 of Pentacles. But also, whatever it is that's been started will be finished, will be completed. 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. And the long journey we were talking about, this, because you planted your seeds very carefully and very well, trying to maintain your seeds, trying to maintain your vision, remembering to nourish yourself when you need to, which is important, because I do see perhaps sometimes you push that to the side, and so your focus, your energy is not as strong. The 5 of Pentacles, I see, for some of you, this could be a very specific message, some dream that you have had that perhaps didn't make you feel very good. It's just saying to leave that. It's not going to manifest this bad dream. That's something very, very, for the very few out there. There's just some other reason behind it. But here with the 5 of Pentacles, I do see it's time to let go of a certain way of thinking, and letting go of certain kind of fears as well. It's like for some of you, you feel perhaps you spent too long working or focusing on something that you feel like you've missed out on other things. And what I do see here is something about that it doesn't feel true. Perhaps you've been very hard on yourself. But I also see you have a lot of untapped energy left for you to explore. Untapped energy. And you won't be left behind, by the way. I don't see you being left behind at all. The 2 of Cups. Ooh, that is a great confirmation right there. You will not be left behind. No way. There is someone around you that really appreciates and supports you. There is something that feels very unified, very together. There is something here that I also see you're getting the kind of recognition that you do deserve. Once you make these positive actions, changes, something is coming through where it is the right time. There's some sort of settlement that may be coming in as well. I get that message. But there's a very strong balance here within this union, within this bond. Something that feels, very timely is what I'm seeing. This could be divine timing. Okay, let's see what the Oracle card has. Sacred waters. Oh, someone else had this as well. Sacred waters. Drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid to the presence, releasing the cords. I call her in. I call her deeply within. Oh, absolutely. That's a very beautiful message. Releasing fears, as we were talking about as well. Or any kind of negative attachments you are detaching from, and allow yourself to feel free from that. And this energy here is definitely within you already. Cancer. I feel like this is really, really powerful. Wherever that you know, like I said, there's several goals ahead that you are reaching.